Ultimately, the two characters must return to the virtual world for a final confrontation. To oversee the blending of physical and digital images, Leonard turned to visual effects supervisor John Townley.
So we're looking at the elements on...
Townley, whose previous credits include Wolf and Tall Tale, looked appropriately enough to computer technology to create Virtuosity's computer-generated world.
The film is very complex technically, and it looks complex technically. It's about complex technology, and that really gets to the screen. We had many different components that went into showing the interface with the actors to virtual reality.
These different components were then composited or combined into a single image on a computer workstation called a flame system. This high-powered system allows images to be digitally manipulated, as in this scene where it appears that Parker Barnes is falling to his death. The first step to create this shot was filming Denzel simulating a fall against a temporary green screen background. A second element was shot by an actual falling camera attached to a descender rig. Finally, splattering paint is used for blood. With a few strokes of the computer's wand controller, the images are electronically merged into one seamless shot. This system also allows Leonard and Townley to introduce Virtuosity's visual effects in a very subtle way.
There are little clues that slowly reveal to the audience that they're watching something that's not quite right. For instance, two pedestrians walking up and down in a subway scene will actually cross through each other and have sort of a glitching or pixelating effect at their shoulders.
Other VR sequences are being created at L Squared, one of the newer generation of Hollywood effects houses. As with Johnny Mnemonic and The Net, many of Virtuosity's visual effects are animated on personal computers.
Reveal the skin in organic fashion to make it...
With the animated nanotexture.
Correct.
Visual effects producer Jim Wheelock oversaw the film's animation elements.
Where we felt the PC animation was a very natural and obvious fit was in creating the look of a VR world. PCs were the primary tool used for generating those animation sequences.
One of the film's most striking visual illusions occurs when the human characters are pulled out of the virtual reality world. To produce these dematerializations, it is necessary to first generate a three-dimensional sculpture of each actor, which can be manipulated by computer.
Lean back just a tad. I need you to hold still for about 15 seconds. It's going to go around you.
These sculptures are created by scanning the performers with a laser beam, a technique originally developed for plastic surgeons to show patients how they might look after surgery. These digital doubles, like the laser scan of Denzel Washington, were imaged at Viewpoint Data Labs. They are then manipulated by L Squared's animators to create shots that would be impossible to film. Compositing of the dematerialization elements was overseen by Dan Todd.
If you look really closely here, you'll actually see this is Denzel. This is an actual photographic image of Denzel with a computer graphic background. So we have a nice blend transition to a computer graphic model, 3D model of Denzel. And the 3D model we then take and very uncommonly rip apart.
With all of Virtuosity's stunning visual effects, director Brett Leonard hopes to not only entertain audiences, but also to make them wonder.
The topical element in our culture that is in our face so much is, what is technology doing to us? What can we do with technology to extend our bodies, our minds, our souls? And so stories that deal with this new techno-mythology is something that I think is very pertinent to the time.
Hey, Parker, this one's for me.
The meaning behind this myth appears to be, don't trust your eyes. What they see may be a virtual illusion. While the tools to produce high-quality visual effects are now widely available, the creative vision necessary to realize these images will never be sold in stores.
People in the effects business tend to be visionary, and they just want that image. And I think every animator lives to really get it right, because they know it's a little bit of immortality.
Whether it's Virtuosity's filmmakers blending the physical and digital worlds, the Net's off-screen wizards orchestrating online intrigue, or Johnny Mnemonic's animators charting the digital landscape of cyberspace, the result is an eye-opening vision of virtual movie magic.